Oh man, nah, because we only hear the.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you turn it up. I'm supposed to send you a message this week. Make sure that's cranked. Shake the screen.
Yeah. Man, you know what I need to do is to where it's like when you do it and the lightning comes out, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
These are things that we're going to evolve over time, folks. I promise
Exactly.
you, it's going to be amazing.
Like some Dragon Ball, like when Goku would evolve, like Dragon Ball Z, he would just power up.
He'd be in there for like 7 episodes powering up.
Yeah, just over and over and over.
Oh man, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
What up, world? We're back in full effect. It's your boy Monze.
And this is what you know about that? That's Monze.
And Varski.
He pushed the button and made the sound. And when the sound comes out, you know who's around. Right? Hey, man, honestly, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research over the past couple of days.
All right.
You pointed out something. And for those who don't know, before we actually start the show, right? Let's equate it to, let's say you're running a foot race, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean like an Olympic race. I mean like you racing somebody on the street and everybody's standing in one moment, right? And there's that one dude that gets that running start.
Yeah,
we
had the head start.
We actually start running before we actually push record. All right, so understand we probably had about 4 or 5 different conversations about 4 or 5 different topics before we even keep going, and then when we push record, that's what we landed on.
We're potent over here.
That's it, man. The one thing that we were talking about before was, the Matrix. Is this real, or whose reality are we living in?
Yeah, because it's like, I guess this is from the Black perspective. What we're talking about. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how much we evolve over time, over years, become more of the creator, more of the owner, more of the writer, more of the publisher, more of the distributor. We're still operating in not our platform.
Right.
There's platforms that the world runs on.
See that?
Not from our perspective, right?
No.
So we're always competing to be in this great in this platform, but it's not really our platform. We're just kind of like what we're doing, creating content, creating media for somebody else's platform.
Do you think that these platforms that we're on, like technically we're just given a little bit of space to run with, just as long as we can feed the monster?
I think so, because we still operate in parameters. Like if you say something too wild or out of context, or you attack, or you say something that attacks a group,
right,
or segregates a group, you'll be taken down.
Of course, right? You already know that you can't talk about certain things, But the thing about it is that when you get to a certain point, how big can you actually get to where these things don't bother you? Like you see, when Michael was huge.
Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was huge. Ooh, I'm talking about life size.
Mm-hmm. Check out the new movie. It's supposed to drop like this week, next week. Yeah.
We're going to take a detour, right? The wife actually recreated the entire house. Mm-hmm. Just so we can watch the movie.
Nice.
Right, just so we can watch the movie, right? And it's like the TV's there, the sound is there, everything is there. It's like a new rug and everything. And that is like, all right,
nice.
Cool. So when it comes time to it, right? She said she wants to know that she could feel it.
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
I like
feel
that.
it? Can you feel it?
Well, Michael Jackson is, he's the original. Like, don't get me wrong, there were great people before Michael Jackson, but he was like the pinnacle. And look at all the people that he birthed that came after him.
Man.
You know?
Man. It's funny because there's always a yin and a yang when it comes down to it. And I used to tell her that because Mike was international. He was the dude. Like I think he had he had the Prince of Monaco.
Yeah,
like he was like on speed dial.
All the revered people in the world.
They want him. Man,
greeted Michael like a king. He's royalty.
My man went into the favelas in Brazil, right? And the guys who run the favelas said, "Yo, my guy can leave $1 million on the street. No one will ever touch it. Don't worry.
Wow.
That's how safe you are here."
Wow.
Right? And that's how much love he got throughout the world. But I told her, I said, look, man, just like how there's a yin, there's always a yang. And y'all looked at Michael, but we knew Prince.
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Before we went live on air. And a lot of people don't know. There's some documentaries out there. I don't know the names of them, but you could find them if you look them up. Prince and Michael, like in the late 70s, early 80s, so like 78, 79, 80, 81. They were rivals, and they toured on the same circuit within the black communities,
of course,
around America, and they were always competing against each other. Dance moves, style, like the fashion, the swagger, how they address the crowd, like until one ran away with it, right?
Yeah, right. And the thing about it is that it was really no clear cut running away because, like, somebody was saying to me the other day about there's a Michael Jackson movie, right? Name me movies that Prince has done. Well, you got Purple Rain.
Bridge. Purple Rain is an iconic classic.
And Graffiti Bridge was that Graffiti Bridge birthed Tevin Campbell.
That's what I'm saying. And okay, we'll people don't know about this. Like, well, they know that Prince had a vault. The artist formerly known as Prince had a vault, and he had thousands and thousands of music videos, songs, to all those, like it. A lot of that stuff has never been released, and who knows if it ever will be released.
No.
And I'm sure he had movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
And look at the people that Prince birthed, like Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You.
Oof.
That's Prince.
Yeah.
Sheila E. That's Prince.
There's
just so many joints.
Yeah, Prince had the New Power Revolution. Prince had Diamond and Pearl. Right.
He was a ghostwriter. He was a ghostwriter for like so many people. So, like a lot of people wrote for Michael.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, he's the undercover boss.
But see, the thing about it is that what people don't get, right? Here we go. This is it right here. People don't get how business savvy both of those two were.
Yes. They actually, Prince and Michael Jackson, I believe they started that initial revolution in terms of what you see now in rap, like the Master P's, the Baby, Jay-Z, like owning your own masters, owning your own record label, like being your own business. Prince and Michael Jackson were the original guys that birthed all those kids.
That's
know what I'm saying?
And I think I remember watching an episode one time, and Pink was upset at Prince because she wanted to collab with Prince, and Prince was like, "Well, do you own your own masters?" All right.
Yeah, and he wasn't with it.
He's like, if you don't own your own masters, then we can't make music because everybody else is gonna get the money, right? Michael, they tried to take Michael out because Michael owned Sony ATV.
And Michael owned the publishing, and the Michael Jackson estate still owns a lot of the publishing to some of the greatest artists still making music to this day. Like I know Michael Jackson owns Eminem's publishing.
Part of it, yeah.
Beatles. There's a whole slew of it.
No. Not just the Beatles, not just Eminem. All of Sony.
All of Sony artists, right. Michael Jackson.
Half of Sony, Michael Jackson owned.
Exactly, and that's why he mysteriously vanished,
Right.
or was done away with.
Mystery illness.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the power, man. I remember one time I was talking to my former real estate broker, and
Mm-hmm.
he said to me, I want you to remember one thing. Owning the content is key.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before this whole NIL started to take place, and name and likeness. He said, owning the content is the key.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you can't make more of something that somebody's already creating. Right? It's always going to be something else. If you own the master, that's the main thing. Right?
And and if you look at it right now, we're in a transition stage, because we talked about that before in past episodes. Like, we went from the 8-track or vinyl to
Mm-hmm.
cassettes, and from cassettes to CDs, and from
Mm-hmm.
CDs to Blu-rays and DVDs, and now we're just like a digital,
Right.
just a
We even
digital
we even had
platform.
MP3s for a minute.
Yeah,
Right.
MP3s.
And now it's just streaming.
Yes, now it's streaming.
You know.
So it's digitized, but it hasn't been revolutionized to the point where you could actually get the copyright in publishing. Like, you post a video on YouTube, or you post a video on Facebook or Instagram, and it asks you, do you own the rights or the music or whatever? And most content creators, they do own what they're talking about, or their
Right.
likeness or whatever. So you do have that. But if you think about it, a lot of videos you see on Instagram now, it's a dope video or something crazy, and then you have the little guy in the corner of the screen, and then he's like, hey, look at this. So is that copyright infringement? Because this person took someone else's video, put their head in the corner, and points to this, and you'll check this out. So isn't that plagiarizing?
No, because it's Creative Commons. It's under the Creative Commons. So now, right, you can take somebody's video.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I feel like this. I feel like this video right here is going to be one of those videos where check this out, y'all.
Yes, and then it shows us talking.
Right. It's you could take somebody's video, post it on your channel, even if you didn't make it. It's because the fact that you're reposting it, because it's a reuse, right? There's a little thing that allow other people to reuse your videos.
Yeah. Oh, so once you give them the right when
Right.
you're posting, then it can be
Right.
reposted.
Right.
But if you don't give them the option, then maybe you'll get a royalty or credit.
No, because they don't know where it is. They'll take it down and turn the video backwards. Right. Or they'll do something to where all of a sudden you sound like this.
Yes, if you slow down the pitch, or dim the hue, or change the video, change a bit, right, so now it becomes yours.
We're still in the wild, wild west right now. So,
that's what I'm saying. So we're in this gray area,
right,
of copyright and likeness and content creating, where it hasn't been, there's no platform that actually collects money for us. Like, I guess if you post something on YouTube or you post something on Instagram, they collect the money for you. TikTok collects the money for you, but
they don't,
it's still a gray
area. They don't give it to you until you reach a certain level. Like, okay, you know what,
100,000.
Give you 100,000. We'll give you 25 cents.
That's what I'm saying. I seen somewhere online the other day, one of his TikTok videos, a content creator, it got like 100,000, and then he got a check not too long ago for like 83 cents.
Yeah.
Or even Snoop Dogg was talking about it. He's like, his Spotify hits is like 1 billion. And he got like, I don't know, a low amount of money. Don't quote me. So I'm not going to say the number, but as 1 billion hits, and he got like minuscule, couldn't even buy groceries money.
Right. You got to think about it, man. I think the main thing is figuring out a way to own the content. And it's like, I think right now, right, where some things are, that model of what Jay-Z has, Prince, Michael Jackson owning the content, right? Even what that kid did, what's his name, Cappy Lane?
Yeah, I saw that.
Where he sold his name and likeness for $900 million.
Now
right?
anyone could just use his
Yeah,
content or
yeah,
his
go ahead and
name.
use it now. Yeah, he said it was whatever. I got $900 million for it. I just can't walk around doing this all day. You know?
Yeah. And well, I think that one, I think he was married and then his wife tried to divorce him and take everything that he had. And then he's like, everything's in my mom's name.
It was his dad's name.
Yeah. Or one of his parents. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he sued, and then she had to pay him $10 million because he actually had no access. I was like,
oh man.
and then he looked at her like,
yeah. He did the his signature pose.
oh man, it was a crazy world, man. It's a crazy
Everybody's
world.
trying to come up.
Of course, man. Everybody's trying. So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a weird world that we're in right now. Mm-hmm. We're still trying to navigate it. The biggest thing that I've been seeing is just understanding the terrain of how you own, how do you go about mastering your name and likeness, right? Because
say okay, I like that point of view because say you create something right now,
right?
You know, Varski does this, and Varski was the first one to do it, and it happened right here on the Varski and Monze show,
right?
How's the world gonna really know that Varski is the one that originally did it? Yeah, we published the video. It's out there. People reposted it and saw it, but does he get the credit?
Right. You know, so that's what we got to figure that part out because you'll see a lot of content out there, and I don't want to open up any kind of, Pandora's box or anything like that, but there's a lot of content that pops from this show and other shows that's being produced by this realm also. Mm-hmm. And you want to make sure that no matter what it is, if that battery does need to be changed, so we can move a little bit more, how do we do it?
Yeah,
man.
So I'm sure it's gonna come about. It's gonna create new conversation, new dialogue, and something new will spurt from it.
We figure that out. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. Did you see the game? The Laker game?
Well, a whole bunch of Lakers are hurt. Luka's hurt. Who else is hurt? Someone else is
AR's hurt. AR's hurt.
But I've been watching a lot of games, but when I heard that, and then also OKC, a whole bunch, like Chet is hurt and SGA's hurt. People are hurt, man. I'm like, man.
I don't know, man. Everybody needs a concierge doctor. I don't know, man. You need somebody who's going to care about you, man. Because these guys,
they need a doctor of the celebrities.
You know what I'm saying? They need y'all need Dr. Jason Littleton. Give him a call.
Look him up.
Look him up. He does some amazing things.
And he has a really dope podcast. I like his stuff.
It's true. I've seen it. All right, man. But yeah, man. I've been watching it. All right, and you see Bronny up there.
Yeah.
All right, Bronny out there balling now.
He has no choice. He's got to step up for the team.
Yeah, man. You out there with your dad, and he's like, look, man. It's like going to play basketball with your dad on Sunday.
Yeah, but now it counts for real.
Man, now we really doing it, man. This is crazy, right? But it's funny. I saw a video today, right, and I realized what they are doing that's way different than everybody else.
LeBron and Bronny.
No. Bronny, Shador, right? If you notice,
the kids of
these guys now, it's almost like you kind of have to have them there, right? Because when Bronny first came into the league, right, Bronny's jersey was the second highest selling jersey in NBA history, right? When Shador came into the league, second highest selling jersey, right, in Cleveland Browns history, right? Now it's to the point where the social media following, the moment you say something wrong about Shador, right, them Shador fans, man, they come in droves.
They got a beehive.
Right. And they come to find out that Shador, right, he has content deals. He owns his own name and likeness. So if you're going to use it, You got to be able to do this, 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 and this, right? You can't slander him because if you try, right, the whole brand is based upon that, right? It's almost to the point where it's like, I'm playing football. I'm letting you know I'm here because I want to be here. Because I don't.
And you know what I like about Shador, Dion guided him in the right way.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Dion was like parallel to Bo Jackson, dual sport.
Yeah.
Then he came back. Then he actually won up Bo and came back as a coach. He brought more popularity to college football. Small team brought that popularity out, and then his the whole controversy with Shador not going in the first round, and he should have.
I feel like that was sabotage. That's the system we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then he still got the phone call. He still got drafted. He went to Cleveland, which was a good look. And I think he's going to be in his second year this season coming up. And I think it's a good look for Cleveland.
I feel like that whole situation needed to happen.
Yeah,
I feel like that needed to happen, right? Because a lot of exposure had to be done.
It needed to happen, but in a sense, I'm sure the community is kind of tired. Why do all these greats, are your parents already put in this work? Your grandparents already put in this work. Black people been doing all these great things for hundreds and thousands of years, and you still got to put them through the ringer.
You still got to prove. I still have to come in here and prove that I'm good enough to be who I am.
Man, come on, man.
I'm good. I'm tired. All right. I said that the other day. I'm like, every time somebody new shows up at the job, I got to prove to them who I am.
That's what I'm saying. And we always laugh it off. We're always like, whatever, man. We're always a bigger dude. Like not all of us. Some of us get disgruntled and fight.
Right.
And then we end up in the system. But, some of us laugh it off. We get the dirt off our shoulder.
Keep it rolling.
We're like whatever. And we still come up bigger because the reason why they do that, because they admire us. They admire the things we do, the creativity, the innovation, even the bounce back, the resiliency, the world, all the other cultures. They admire that.
That's the one thing that a lot of people don't have is that bounce back, though. I realize that.
I know. It's in our DNA. The bounce back, you got to bounce back.
Got to bounce back.
Big Sean said it.
The thing about it, when I was looking at it, I remember watching recently, right? The part that always gets me is that I see somebody, they'll say, I don't expect him to play good. He's a fifth round quarterback. They need to find somebody better. Like he wasn't touted to go number one for almost 7 months, a year.
Well, the thing is, it's not even that. It's like even saying the same thing for Bronny. You come up under that influence. You see what it takes to make it.
Right.
Even Bryce. You come from that household.
You
eat the right foods, you get up at the right times, you do the right, you have the right regimen, you're gonna be great. You don't need someone else's validation.
No. And that's the thing that people don't get. Like they're in the mindset of, all right, look, you're gonna pick me dead last.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm gonna that's the part that got everybody though, because you picked him that place and then you initially tried to sabotage him.
Man,
right? You put work.
It actually makes his story greater because, but that's 10 years, 20 years from now, when you look at the Shador Saunders story, it's going to be like when he came into the league, he had to go through so many trials and tribulations.
But that's what they're saying. That's the rhetoric now. So now it's like, okay, look, man, this QB that went to two different schools, had 4 different notable years. Took the Colorado program to a whole new level, broke every single record they had. Mm-hmm. First thing they asked us, why is he getting his jersey retired? Well, he kind of did some things that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Right. There's one. Right. My guy came out there and he had one of the most accurate, had the most accurate QBRs out there. Right. came out there, right? Went from number 1, went from number 2, went from number 3, went from the second round to the third round to the fifth round, right? And everybody acts like, well, I think we need to find somebody because I'm not sold on him.
It's those internal politics.
But if he would have came out there first round and somebody would have picked him up, it's just the first year. We gotta, right? You see how they got called out though on that stuff.
Yeah, I seen that.
That new dude, that new kid. They're like, so Shador pats the ball too much, and this new kid comes out that everybody has been talking about. He comes out there, starts patting the ball too, and they're like, oh,
maybe that's a new trend. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we should have made a big deal about when Shador did it.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
Hilarious.
So, I don't know.
It seems in popular culture, whether it's sports, entertainment, innovation, technology, there's always going to be some tension, some rigmarole.
Of course, man.
And all the great people go through it. And I don't want to say it's only people of color that go through it. I think everybody goes through it.
Everybody goes through it.
It's the machine. The machine. But if you don't have that pressure, how are you going to transcend? How are you going to overcome?
That's true. That's true. You know what? I think this is the point in time where we talk about a book.
Yes, book of the week. I was thinking about that earlier. And a book that I wanted to shout out for book of the week, my pick of the week. This one right here.
Science of Success by Wallace T. Waddle.
Yeah, this is a great book. I've had it for years. This one actually has 3 books within it. The Science of Success, The Secret to Getting What You Want. It's been a staple in my library of books. I'll give you a little blurb on it. It says, a life-changing book that unlocks the secret to attracting health, wealth, and success. Why be poor when you could be rich, mediocre when you could be great, or sick when you could be healthy, when you have the ability to get whatever you want? In these 3 books, contained in this volume, The Science of Getting Rich, The Science of Being Well, and The Science of Being Great, prosperity guru Wallace D. Waddles reveals the timeless secret to living to a prosperous, healthy, and successful life. So it's been a staple in my array of books, and I recommend it to all the people out there.
I love that. I looked into that a little bit before. That's a fire book. All right, I'm definitely getting further back into that one today. All right, I kind of want to find out more. I want to see how far that could take us, guys. Every week we're gonna be dropping something new. Every time we get a chance to, a little book, a little blurb. When you start to see this stuff, please comment at the bottom. If you see a book that you should recommend, that you want to recommend, comment it below. Let us know. So we'll jump on that and we'll talk about that the week after. All right. On that note, because I think that's about it. All right.
Oh, there's one thing we're forgetting.
I don't know.
Instead of drinking coffee every morning, there's this new formula mixture that we've been adding into our repertoire.
That's in my cup.
Get your gray matter, y'all.
Strengthen your cognition with gray matter. I'm talking about sometimes when you take this thing, if you're having a problem trying to focus or trying to feel up to the task, get your packet of gray matter. Mix it in with your water, something smooth, something small, whatever you want to do. All right. I guarantee you within 15 minutes, you'll start to feel that vibe. And if you are looking to jump into that one, use my code below, right? Get yourself 17% off. LeVar Davis. I got to change that. I got to make it cooler.
Varsky.
It was Varsky.
There you go.
We got to change that code up.
And also do remember follow us on Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Podcasts. I think we're on iHeartRadio now too. All right, we're all over the place. Take a look. Wherever you feel like you want to listen, we're there.
Support the cause.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, repost. Yeah.
Power up.
That's it. Boom. We out.
Peace.
Varski and Monze.